out there, and welcome back to Teddy Talk. I'm Sharon with Big Bear Real Estate, and this week we're just going to talk about the very core of the emotion that's tied up in real estate transactions. That's right, it's very obvious that they are life-changing for the seller, for the buyer, and for the realtor who's involved. So this week's story is going to dive really deeply into that. Luckily enough, last week, I was able to close on what used to be my family's home, a vintage farmhouse with rich history. I grew up there. My family was there for multi-generations. So it was a very heart-changing time for me as well as the rest of my family, because I have a multitude of siblings, to say the least. Anyway, the seller was hoping that someone would appreciate the work he had put into the home. He did a restoration, but instead of bringing it into, a modern kitchen, updating this and updating that, he literally took the home back in time to its original status as best he could and did a phenomenal job with it. Luckily for him and for me, I was able to bring together buyers who so appreciated the work he had done and the rich history of the home that they are saying they just wouldn't change a thing. This making the seller very happy, the buyers very happy, and the family in the background that used to own that home, that grew up there, myself included, feeling quite content within our hearts. Something else happened that was quite unusual. The seller presented me with a drawing that he found in the home that I did as a child. And, he recognized and asked me if I'd done it, and I'd said yes, so long ago. And he presented that picture to me. It was a picture of the barn that was on the homestead that I'm talking about, and the barn was intact at that time. Today's version of the barn is that half of it was saved and part of it was torn down. So this is the barn in its original state, done in charcoal by a child who grew up there. I'm going to share that picture with you. Here it is. Now, of course, it's not a fabulous piece of art, but it is so amazing that this one transaction did so much. It brought the right seller and the right buyer together. It put a contentment and a closure to a family that used to live there, knowing it was going to be well taken care of. And I got reunited with a picture that I had done as a very young child. So, real estate, life-changing, to say the least. Thank you for stopping by Teddy Talk. I always love our time together. This was Shar Bear. Take care.